If you're stopping yourself from practicing for fear of what the neighbors might think if they hear you, or whoever may hear you, you're depriving yourself of what you love to do. If you're refraining from singing, not doing what you love, what is that doing to your heart and your soul? Whether spoken or unspoken, this fear exists in so many singers. What if the neighbors heard me singing? What would they think? So you hold back, you stay silent, or you suppress the full power of your voice. Well, today I want to encourage you to sing anyway. Do not let this fear stop you. If you want to express yourself freely through your voice, this episode is for you. Welcome to Reawaken Your Voice. Are you tired of pushing aside your desire to sing, only for it to resurface again and again? Hey, I'm Lainey, voice and creativity coach, singer and songwriter. If you're ready to rediscover the freedom of creative expression, free from judgment, doubt, comparison, and fear, then grab that notebook full of ideas. It's time to give voice to the songs in your heart. Let's sing. Hey friend, I want to extend an invitation to you to join my email list. You will get vocal tips to help you reconnect with your voice and get into the flow of singing with creative warm-ups and singing tips. You'll also get creative inspiration to help you unlock your artistic voice and free your self-expression through creative exercises, songwriting tips, journaling prompts, and so much more. You'll get early bird access to special offers and weekly emails with the latest podcast episode. That link to join my email list is in the description. I've heard from enough people that I've worked with and spoken to that I feel like I need to address this fear of the neighbors hearing you singing as you practice, whether that be the neighbors in the house or the apartment next to you, or it's your roommate, your husband, your wife, your partner, even your kids maybe. If you feel these thoughts coming up in your head when you feel the urge to sing, when you want to sit down and sing and have a practice session, but you worry about other people hearing, well, I want to encourage you, because this is such a sneaky thing that will stop us in our tracks yet again. And I want you to be able to move through this and sing freely so that you can do what you love. Sing, create, express yourself through your voice. Now, this is something that, yes, it crosses my mind. I think about what other ears may be lurking around that could hear what I'm working on when I go to sing. But this is not something that has ever really stopped me. So my hope is that perhaps my perspective on it and my confidence around it can rub off on you a little bit as you listen to this. Now, when I was living in Vienna, it was a common occurrence to hear vocal runs and these wild exercises ringing through the walls and pouring out of open windows as I walked down the street. And at a certain time of day, as I went to warm up my voice, sure enough, I would hear that I was not alone. And I remember thinking, what a beautiful thing. A city of artists just doing their thing. And I think of that, and now I see where I am in my hometown, on the street where I live. And believe it or not, there is an opera singer 2 doors to my left and a cellist 3 doors to my right who has students coming and going all the time, and a violinist directly behind me who is in the orchestra. Actually, she's moved out, but the idea is that I am surrounded by musicians. Like, what a blessing. And here I am in the middle, this opera singer turned singer-songwriter and voice coach, and we're all just here doing our thing. And it's a beautiful thing. But I've heard from so many people, I worry about the neighbors hearing me. You know, for you, you can insert the person you're concerned with. Many times it's the people closest to us. What will they think? But consider this. What about when you hear someone singing for the joy of it, just walking down the street or in the grocery store? Sometimes that's me. I'll be singing along if I hear like one of my throwback Mariah Carey songs from the 90s. I'm like, ooh, this is my jam. I got to sing along a little bit. That's just me. Okay. But it's these moments where we're just going through our lives and we hear people singing. What goes through your mind? Do you judge them? Do you critique their sound? Does your heart tingle with a little bit of longing? Like, oh, I wish I could just sing so freely. Or does it leap with joy? I know whenever I hear someone singing, just singing out for the joy of it, it is contagious. It brings me joy. I love to hear people opening their voice, singing out, and doing it without a care in the world. So how do you get to that point where you can just open your mouth, sing freely, express yourself through your voice, and let go of the concern about other people hearing you? Well, I have 10 reasons why you should sing anyway. When you hear these fears come up, when you feel yourself stopping yourself or holding back your full sound, I want you to think of these 10 reasons. And as I list them out, look for one that really speaks to you, or one that you want to remember in moments like that. So 10 reasons why you should sing anyway. Number 1, it's practice singing in front of people without actually singing in front of people. So you have that, the false barrier of walls or doorways, to make you feel like it's just you and your voice, you and the music. But if people are listening, that's also in the back of your head. And it's like safe practice, a way to practice singing in front of people, getting used to other people hearing your voice without, having to be in the spotlight with their faces staring at you. Number 2, it actually brings others joy to hear you singing. It brings people out of themselves. This is like what I was talking about when I hear someone just singing, walking down the street or just in the halls of some public building. I love that. What freedom, what liberation to just open up and sing. It kind of brings you out of the mundane aspect of the moment, whatever it is. And there's this spark of joy. And it brings you joy too as you're singing. So A little bonus. Number 3, you can't make progress without practice. So you have to find a way, and in the comfort of your own home is such a beautiful place to become familiar with your voice, get to know your voice, get to love your voice, play with your voice, experiment, explore. But this is how you make progress. You can't do that without the practice. Number 4, fear of what others think holds you back from realizing your potential and your dreams. Don't let fear stop you. Number 5, this is a practice in vulnerability. You're sharing your love of music, your passion for singing. Practice that vulnerable act. Let people in. Let them in. You never know what it can do for their heart in that moment, in that day, to just hear you playing with your voice. Number 6. This one's a little bit of tough love. It's an excuse. The fear that someone might hear you. It's an excuse to stay quiet. It's an excuse to avoid something that feels scary. Number 7. This is a little bit technical here, but whisper singing is actually bad for your voice. Like, I'm not talking about singing piano or pianissimo, like really quietly in terms of the dynamic level. But I'm talking about more of a prolonged, sustained whisper singing that's very unsupported, like your diaphragm is not engaged. The breath support is not there. It comes from more of a place of weakness. Physically, it's not coming from a place of strength. And yes, that quiet pianissimo takes a lot of strength and control in the voice to produce that. But this whisper singing I'm talking about, constantly breathy sound is bad for your instrument. Like, it's okay to bring that texture in as an artistic choice at times, but not constantly. So you can't be singing half voice. You need balance in your tone. Number 8, singing is good for your heart and your soul and your well-being. If you're stopping yourself from practicing for fear of what the neighbors might think if they hear you, or whoever may hear you, you're depriving yourself of what you love to do. If you're refraining from singing, not doing what you love, what is that doing to your heart and your soul? So instead, give yourself that gift. And, at the same time, you're giving it to others. If they just happen to hear you, perhaps that can be a gift of joy and a little music for the soul for them. Number 9, it gives others permission to let go and free their voice. And that may come in many forms for people. It inspires creativity in whatever form of art. But if people hear you opening up and expressing yourself, that encourages them to use their voice in whatever form it takes for them. Number 10, and I really want you to hear this. It's who you are. It's what you do. You are a singer. You sing. You are an artist. You create. Embody that identity, just as all the singers in Vienna and the professionals on my street, the musicians who are doing their thing. That is who you are. If the seed is planted in your heart, the desire to sing, it's in you, it's part of you, so embrace it. Just as it was a normal thing that they just do in their daily lives, normalize it for yourself. Like, why not? Why can't it be a normal thing to sing? This is a natural human inclination throughout time, throughout history. We are humans, we sing. So remember this and embrace who you are. You are a singer, so you sing. Unapologetically. And as you use your voice, you get more comfortable with it, and perhaps some of that can rub off on whoever may hear you, that it will give them the confidence to do what they love unapologetically. So anytime you hear that voice, come in and say, ooh, the neighbors might hear you, whoever lives with you, whoever's around you that you're concerned with. Anytime that fear arises, these are 10 reasons to sing anyway. Pick your favorite. Which one do you need to keep in mind? Is there one that came to you as I listed these that I didn't mention? Whatever it is for you, commit that to memory and bring it to the forefront whenever this fear arises. Sing anyway. Don't deprive yourself of what you love. Embrace who you are. You are a singer. You are an artist. Thanks for listening, friend. If this episode moved you or inspired you in some way, would you please leave a review on Apple Podcasts or share this episode with someone who's been praying for a vocal breakthrough? Until next time, keep nurturing that song in your heart. Lots of love.